Yes. Meta Knight player, pretty good in his region. I believe he's ranked. It's going to be very entertaining to see Sheik versus Meta Knight.
Yep, I guess a while ago it was a lot more volatile, crazy matchup, but I think it's a little bit more figured out where it's probably slightly Sheik favored. Yeah,
I'd say so. I definitely say Sheik favored for now. And it's actually good because we see Strike use that very uncommon Sheik color.
I like it.
The brown one?
Yeah, we're just going to get into a button check,
the
guys.
Naruto Sheik.
No, I definitely like I think Vinny uses the same color as well.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I think he does. Yeah, okay. So I stand corrected. But regardless, DSS, I'm very excited to see him as well, actually, because we don't really see high-level Meta Knight play in Ontario often anymore.
Yeah, not at all.
We used to have a local Meta Knight player. His name was Saber. He was ranked last season, actually, ranked number 10 after an amazing performance at NXNE a while ago as well. You know, he was doing very well, but, you know, sometimes life hits you and you get busy and you're not able to play Smash anymore, and that's completely understandable.
That is life. Everybody's got stuff to do. Everybody's got priorities, but it's all right. We will welcome him back whenever he tries to join us. But for now, you get to see this DSS Meta Knight, which is definitely going to be definitely a show to talk about.
And honestly, like, as we were talking earlier, you know, we did hear about, you know, unfortunately Mr. R getting DQ'd, but, you know, I feel like we're just going to be able to have our fun and still be able to enjoy Sheik at this tournament through Strike. So I'm hoping that that's how it works out.
Strike's definitely, if you like the Sheik's movement, Strike, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
You know, he definitely has really good movement. He definitely has really good confirms. I think he's a solid Sheik all around. Let's say we're going to get into this match. I'm very soon for you guys.
DSS with the Batman shirt. OG looking retro as well.
I like it. So these players putting the headphones on.
Got that fade to it. You know, that's how you can tell. When the colors fade like that, that's that retro.
You watching it a bunch of times, colors just fading a bit.
That's that thrift shop retro.
It's a little bit too small, but you still wear it.
So DSS most likely getting some music on.
Yeah, whatever comes
ready
to
go.
Really. Little RPS. So we're probably not going to start Smash Roll here. Gonna see what stage. One of those. I think the stages you really kind of want to avoid as you want to go to at Strike is FD. You want to be anything close. You want Town and City if you win the rock paper scissors as Meta Knight.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think DSS would like a low ceiling just because I feel like he's very proficient with those combos. Very solid with them overall.
So yeah, DSS live in the rock paper scissors. So yep, probably going to Town and City here.
Okay, and that's where we're going to be going. A little bit of a scary pick, in my opinion, for Strike. But we're going to have to see how it goes. I haven't seen him yet in singles, so it's going to vary from how he played in Cruise, maybe. Different mentality, definitely going to change things up. But right now, already getting that grab down throw to dash attack.
Yes, just getting first blood here. Going to down throw, dash attack, only 14%. But Sheik racking up the damage we talked about earlier so quickly. It's like the glory days for Sheik.
And that's the thing, Meta Knight's one of those characters where he's very well known for just getting comboed. He's one of those characters that when majority of the cast gets a hit, they get a lot of hits because he's just one of those characters that gets comboed so hard. He
definitely has a weird way, but he also is known for his combos because it's the one move, which is the up air, and he can bring you all the way to the top of that.
Yeah, and that super far DI out from Strike, not allowing him, but actually catching the normal get up with the tornado.
I'm actually really surprised that he was able to scoop him. He went for that option, which would be being so laggy. Just a little bit surprising that.
I'm actually very much so liking DSS's movement as well. He's doing a lot of these extended dash dances and that trump as well.
Fell onto the ledge right there. I think Strike wasn't ready for that. And the backer having so much knockback. Gonna take the stock off Sheik there.
Oh, and getting the footstool, gonna try and read the tag. Oh, it does, but it's a little bit slow.
Yeah, I think the platform kind of assisting Strike there, throwing DSS off.
And I think other than the traditional ladder combos, one very important thing for Meta Knights at the top level is just those mix-ups, especially off grabs and whatnot, just to be able to catch the opponent off guard.
Yes,
because a lot of his moveset is very
standard.
Yeah,
it's very standard. It's very simplistic. It's a lot of it's just dash attack, grab, but you got to be able to mix up the neutral, find new ways in all the time, be able to always miss your options, or it gets a little bit too telegraphed.
And I feel like Strike right now is in that kill percent right now to a ladder combo, so he has to be very safe.
Oh, and calling to jump at the bouncing fish and Strike. Gotta take that stock off of Meta Knight. So, let's see Strike what he can do with one opening. It should be not a problem to get all this damage back here. And DIing, sorry, as far as to the ledge as possible because Meta Knight's not going to pull that trigger up the up B if he's going to die for it.
Oh, and that was a big opportunity for Strike actually just whiffing the punish, F tilting the wrong way, probably misinput. But luckily doesn't die off that conversion, so
These spot dodges, I see a lot of it coming from DSS in these scenarios where he's opposite spot dodge if she's trying to string him on the floor. It's been working out for him so far. See if Strike can realize.
Yeah, this is going to be a good back there from DSS, actually forcing Sheik off stage again. Not going to go for the trump. Maybe a fake trump to kind of bait him out, but...
Oh, and it's really nice tech chase.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot more players like be able to react to tech chase. Like usually, from before, it was very uncommon for you to be able to chase tech chase on reaction, but now you're just seeing a lot from more players.
And I think that's just one of those things that just comes with experience. You know, just over time, your reaction time just gets better. And and this is a big chance for Strike here.
Oh, are we gonna sit? No, we're not gonna see the bouncing fish. He's not gonna pull the trigger. He's gonna be a little bit conservative there. He's gonna go back on stage, get his stage control, and see what he can do from there.
Yeah, and that was a really good idea because I feel like DSS is such a smart player in his own right. So like he would know not to air dodge in such a peculiar situation because he would die for it. He knows he can just jump right out of there and quickly gets there. But you know, Strike right now in kill percent, so he has to be careful.
Yeah, he's gonna dance around Strike. This is where the movement really comes in. You gotta be able to have a lot of safe pokes, hit a lot of places of shield where you can't get punished, and the Town City platform helping him out a bit. Yeah. Gonna get the grab in the up throw. It's definitely gonna kill Sheik all the way up there. DSS taking the first game off of Strike.
That was actually a very good punish. Just recognizing that he was right at the lisp of the top platform on its way up, actually, so able to get as high as he possibly could to get that kill confirmed.
Yeah, and Strike, he has to understand what he has to adapt for here. He's like, all right, I need to play better than neutral. I need to start reading kind of the approaches of Meta Knight, because this is where how you kind of beat a Meta Knight player. It's not really beating Meta Knight, you beat the players. You got to understand when the player opts to approach, when he opts to dash attack, when he opts to grab.
And this is a okay, this is actually Strike's counter pick. Gonna go to Battlefield.
Yeah, I think it's what kind of works for both of them. He's like, all right, I don't need to die that early off the top, and because Meta Knight laddering on Battlefield is a lot harder.
That's the thing, though. It's going to be very hard for him to get these confirms as well. So I'm very...
It's one of those counter picks you have to be, as Strike at least, you have to be confident in your ability to kill.
Extremely confident. Yes, you're right. And right now, it's pretty even percents, I'd say, so far. So looking good for both players. But going to get this grab conversion right here.
Yeah, Strike already looking better. 72% on Meta Knight, only 36% on himself. Keeping Meta Knight at the ledge for as long as he possibly can here. And that's going to be another punish. See if you see the bouncing fish. No, just hit him in the fair. Get back to stage for stage control.
Oh, I'm going to hit him with that nair. Going to catch out that down B.
Strike doing a wonderful job. But the first guess he goes for, on read, he loses stage control.
He's been catching so many of these neutral get-ups with that tornado. It's just that Strike has just been not prepared for those.
Oh, the one hit almost killing him there. But this is why you pick Battlefield, to live much longer. The pressure putting on from Meta Knight right now is insane.
Yeah, he's just not letting up with these uppers, and already with a little bit of a low shield, but he's able to take the situation and kind of switch it on Meta Knight, aka DSS.
I feel like Strike is doing a really good job when he has advantage state, when he's in neutral. He's doing a wonderful job. But it's just that when he goes for this guess on a kill and he picks it all up, DSS is able to get so much percent just by the guess wrong, I guess.
And I'm liking what he did there. Actually, in the earlier situation where he got the F tilt, he actually waited for the air dodge, which I did not like as an option, because DSS hasn't really been air dodging these situations, so I didn't think it was a very good read. But earlier, we just saw he went for that bouncing fish immediately and catching out the jump, which was a good read, because it's definitely been a thing where DSS has been trying to jump out of all of these combos.
And I like how he waited until he's like, all right, I know for sure this will kill, and then went for the read. He didn't give him a chance to play the rock, paper, scissors, play the 50-50 game, and see what you're going to do next. He's kind of like, all right, this is going to kill, we're going to play this game once.
Yeah, and DSS, I'm liking the out of shield options though. Honestly, it's just he's just punishing him out of shield all the time. You know, it's just very unsafe for Strike to touch shield for that up B not gonna work.
Yeah, but then pick up the kill with the up smash there. 60% on DSS. A little bit of taunt action there. Happy to get himself up, hype up.
Honestly, one of the sickest taunts in the game. I love that taunt. It's so cool, especially as like the Dark Meta Knight too. Just perfect. But this is gonna be a big punish here. Grab into
see what he can get from here. Which I think try to drag him down to the maybe a jab lock combo.
He's going to be going for these dash attacks right now because he knows that Strike is nearing that percent for that latter percent. Just be very careful.
Yeah, this is where percent Strike does not want to get dash attacked or dash grabbed at all. You got to play near the ledge. You got to make sure he's not able to kill you. If he dash attacks you or hits you, you have to DA all the way out when you're playing near the ledge here.
Yeah, and DSS is using these extended dash dances. Oh, these up airs. Oh, goes to the up tilt.
Yeah, trying to reset that combo off the air dodge. Not going to find it though. Just hold away. You should be okay here, buddy. DSS doing a wonderful job of even in this game back up. Even despite the 60% lead, he was down once he took the first stock.
Yeah, and DSS actually going for the neutral get up read with the F smash, trying to catch Storm Sorry, not read his in-game tag, but catching Strike, actually, but not going to work out.
Strike, see if you can find this kill. A little bit of rage. This could be nice. The air dodge, gonna get the right guess, but the execution a little bit off the mark.
Yeah, and that was actually really smart from DSS. Already recognizing that he went for the panic air dodge, so go straight immediate one to try and evade the punish on it, and worked out well for him.
Yeah, Strike seems to be a little bit afraid from the approaches of DSS, and DSS just keep approaching. He keeps it consistent where he's always in the face and to catch the roll with the up B, but not gonna kill on Battlefield. Maybe this is this counter pick coming into action here.
And DSS has been doing a very good job of running this back, actually. Just already had a big disadvantage, but as I say that, that commentary script is going to come in and Strike's going to take that stock, making this a Game 3 situation.
Really good job from Strike, able to keep that composure. He said, all right, I can kill you. Might take me a little bit longer on this stage, but I can definitely kill you. And the Battlefield, you talked about the counter pick earlier, it definitely saved him twice that game.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with the fact that, you know, actually in that situation, especially in that matchup maybe, it definitely helped him.
All right, we're going to get into Game 3. On here, we're going to go to FD. And FD, not the best stage for Meta Knight, I believe. But Strike, I think he'd be very happy that he got to go to FD.
Yeah, and this is actually good for both characters. So it honestly just depends on who has the better punishes. Oh, and that's going to be a whiff punish right there.
Yeah, lead it to the up smash, taking percent he can. Put him in the air and see if he can shark him a little bit. Strike finding his way back to the ground. And but Meta Knight putting him back up in the air. And then the up B second hit not going to hit.
And that's the second time that's happened, unfortunately. You know, just Meta Knight's up B machine broke, unfortunately, but that's going to be a whiff of bouncing fish, but not getting a punish, actually going to use the F tilt to cover.
Strike kind of getting a little bit of cube, try to get the down tilt to jab, reset that situation, but DSS is going to get out of that.
And going to jump over that and actually use the caper there to get out of there.
Oh, that up B, yes. That's one of those things where that's one of the dash attacks where it's 50-50, where you got to air dodge or you got to jump. And Strike was able to guess right. I'm sorry, DSS was able to guess right there.
Yeah, and that's actually an optimal punish for him, and it's going to be very, very difficult for Strike right now, just because he has to try and come back from the situation, and you know, he has come back from situations like this before, but it's just going to be very hard, especially versus a player like DSS. And
it's been talked about many times when Sheik loses that. Oh, wait, let's stop for a second. Rolling behind him to get that. Maybe another jab.
Oh, no, tried to go for
reset him.
I'm pretty sure he went to try to go for another jab box there, but didn't get the drag down.
Yeah, I like how he rolled behind, realizing he's like, all right, he's too far on the ledge. Let me just roll behind, reach this combo all the way onto the other side and see what I can do from there.
Strike going to go for the immediate bouncing fish, not going to connect. Going for the fair still, but that's going to whip as well.
Yes, it's going to air dodge at the back here. He's going to cross up, rewards in the F tilt for crossing him up there.
And for the first time, or one of the first times, we've been seeing him actually use needles. One of those things that he hasn't really been exposing to often, and it's actually good. I feel like I can respect it a bit, just because that's going to be the stop.
Soft nair to the bouncing fish, but after talking about the needles, yeah, you kind of respect it a bit, but you got to make sure you're needling out of Meta Knight's burst range.
Yeah,
because Meta Knight has a huge burst range.
Because if he starts charging needles and he gets that quick dash attack, you know, he's just unprepared to react for it. So.
Oh, you see the fair plane going all the way across the stage, one side to the other. Strike starting to rack up this percent. Even in this game, back up right now, not letting up at all. Now he's taking the advantage. Let's see what Strike can do from this.
Yeah, Strike's been running this back exceptionally well. As I said earlier, he was just, I've seen him come back from worse, and this is definitely what he can do. Oh, has to be careful of that. Yeah, don't go for the punish.
And there's going to be another one. No, as you talked about, the up B just broke this set, saving many times. Only the one-hit up B, we're seeing it.
Oh, I'm waiting for the air dodge in that situation, but Strike not going to give it to him.
Strike is opting to jump out, and if I was Strike, I'll be air dodging the next time for sure.
Yeah, and Strike trying to go for the...
no, he got... I'm not sure if that was a spin animation, but absolutely spectacular from DSS to understand that he didn't tech that, and he can up B him from the floor there.
Yeah.
That's one of those
things that's a kind of like a bread and butter